I'm having some technical difficulties today, as you can tell, but I think I got it. Hey, folks, welcome to, I forgot the name of my show, Get Rich 101. I'm your host. I'm Sekouw Rites. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. I survived a stroke that only has a 17% livelihood rate. I don't know if that's what you call it, but that's what I choose to call it, a livelihood rate. Meaning only 17% of people who have the stroke survive. So thank goodness for that. Shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing us the space to grow. And thanks to you for coming to watch. And just a reminder that I am not a personal trainer. I am not a financial advisor. Take the advice I give you here and go troubleshoot it with your financial advisor. And you should definitely have a financial advisor. So, that said, I was trying to show you guys this. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I hope it's going to work. Now, remember what I said about I was talking about Ross on Friday, and I was talking about how he writes his name with a dollar sign instead of an S. And I was saying that Corby also did this for me. He wrote my name with a dollar sign instead of an S. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So anyway, I was talking about how similar we are. And then I found this. This is a movie I just saw with him. Let's see if we can get this going. Share this tab. Well, no, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put it up here. See if it goes. Because I've been getting, Oh, let me change my background. Let me change my background to the background of stocks and bonds. Voila. All right. Now let's see if this goes. Here's hoping. Turn it up a little bit.
Your money will never do better than what your mindset will allow. Maybe your budget is out of whack. This year, we're going to try something hopefully fun.
You'll win a year of financial and investing coaching from yours truly.
We are here to help people save, earn more, invest.
The way that we manage our money influences every aspect of our lives, and yet no one ever formally teaches it to us.
I'm Lindsay. I've been living paycheck to paycheck. I'm trying to break out of this cycle.
I thought football was the only way to make money and make a lot of it. I ended up getting released. My world came crashing down. That made me take a step back and open my eyes up to my money.
We are earning a lot for the first time. We're also spending a lot.
You're spending $1,200 a month on groceries. That is banquet level spending.
I'm living the fear that if my heart were to break down, I don't know how we would buy another one.
How much did you splurge on a couple chains, couple earrings, a couple watches?
60.
Right now, if you would have put $60,000 into the S&P 500, would be $112,000.
Spending less is the quick and easy solution, but there's a limit to how much you can frugal down. There's no limit to how much you can make.
I'm getting a raise at work.
You're getting on the other side of, I like to call it post-traumatic broke syndrome. Sis, I've been there.
That is exactly what I'm feeling.
I feel like the definition of money has shifted.
The money is to help create the life that you really desire, and that is your reward for taking care of it.
It doesn't feel like this is something that's insurmountable anymore. I'm ready to do this work. I'm ready to get to the point of financial wholeness.
Get smart with money. Get smart with money. So, first of all, go watch this. Go watch this film. It's available on Netflix. Just type in money, it'll pop right up, and go watch the film. Go watch the film. And let me see how I can if I rewind it. So there's a couple things I wanted to point out. Yeah, I'll play without the sound. Okay, so first of all, hold on. I just missed it. Hold on. There she is. This is well, it's a bad freeze frame, but that's Tiffany Alashay. I forget how to pronounce her last name, but it's so funny to me that Harriet has had her. Harry Cole is who I'm talking about. Harry Cole has had a number of events where Tiffany Alashay was on board. She was part of the process, and I was part of the process as a helper. Helping with this, helping with that, helping. You need anything, that kind of stuff. And so I've met her in passing, but at that time, I had no interest. I had no interest in finance. I was like, I got money. I know what to do with money. And I was wrong. I was completely wrong. And it took a stroke for me to really get into that. But this is what I mean. I mean that now I'm doing the same thing that she's doing. And I just started reading her book this weekend. And man, let me tell you, her book, oh my goodness. Her book is strong. Her book is strong. I don't have the title for you. But let me tell you the title of the book. Let me just tell you the title of the book. Oh shoot. I wasn't ready for this, but let's see. Oh shoot, where is it? I think. Oh, you know where it is? You know where it is? It's in my my photos. So hopefully I can find this quickly because I don't want to mention her book and then not give you the title. So anyway, I'll give you that. But let me tell you, her book talks about. It starts off with, I was expecting it to start off with, I've always been good with my money. This is what my parents did and I did with money and all that kind. That's the kind of thing I was expecting. No, she was downsized. What's that word? Well, downsized off of a job. Then she invested her money into this guy who was a shyster, and she invested $20,000. It's 20. I heard Pete King was making noise. Yeah, $20,000. I was like, what? And the guy got away with all of it. He took all of her money, and she got that money by doing a cash advance on a credit card. What? Yeah. So she got that money off of a credit card. So you already know that's not good at all. Okay, so here is her title. Let me get this. I'm gonna share this instead. Share this, and can you see it now? Yeah, there it is. Tiffany Alashay and Get Good with Money. Oh, that's almost the same name as the show, isn't it? Get Smart with Money. Get Good with Money. Huh. Maybe she's a producer or something. Anyway, that's cool. That's her and that's her book. And I was floored. And so what happened was I was reading her book late at night, Friday night. I was just, doing something just to calm down. And I got to that part and I was like, $20,000? You just gave it away? $20,000 now to just give it away, and is hoping for he had promised her $2,000 a month off the money. Just took all the $20,000 and ran, vanished, and I'm like, wow. Anyway, so that really caught me. And then I read that how she began her career because she didn't expect it. She did not expect it. She was just trying to get herself together, which is what I'm trying to do. She was just trying to get herself together, put one foot in front of the next, one foot in front of the next. And she was just trying to cobble the information together. And that struck me. That struck me. So she's talking about trying to let $20,000 go. Can you imagine letting that go? Ooh. That's a tough one to let go. That's a tough one to let go. Anybody that can do that, my hat's off to. My hat's off to. And give it up and stop chasing them. Stop trying to find them. Just tip your hat. Wow, that's rough. So anyway, so she did that, and she had to put one foot in front of the next. And then her friends started noticing. And her friends started noticing and asking for her help. And then she reached out to an organization. No. An organization reached out to her. I'm sorry, let me get this right. An organization reached out to her and said, hey, we're here. You've been doing lots of stuff. Will you come in and teach? And she was like, teach? She used to teach kindergarten. She used to teach that's the job that she was downsized out of, teaching kids. She's like, well, I guess I could teach. So she taught this class, had 10 students, which was, I mean, that's a win for me. 10 students is a win. But for her, it's like, 10 students. But she had 10 students, and then all these people from across the world hit her up like, yo, I want that class. I want that class. I want that class. She's like, oh my goodness. And she had to create an empire, like a globe something. People could come and get the information. And that's what began her career as the budgetnista. The budgetnista. See it says on her thing there, to Tiffany Aliche, the budgetnista. And I can't believe, I know I said it before. I've said it already, but can you imagine having access to someone like this and just being like, whatever. That's how I was. I was like, whatever. Yeah, you need something, water, need some water or something. But I had no idea that I needed her. I needed her then. If I had paid attention to her then, my money would have been tight. My money would have been tight. For later on when I had a stroke with no benefits, I would have had a much larger stash of money. I would have been set for life, So anyway, that's something that's really, really fascinating to me. So there's her, and there's another guy. Let me put him back up. This is let's see, share this tab, and I'm gonna play it on mute though. Yeah, and so there was the one. Let me see if I can get him. Yeah, there was her. I didn't know her. All right, that was it. I didn't get this guy. This guy, Ross. Ross does this thing. He has an NFL player. He's working with the NFL player, and you think NFL player they just got it, right? They just got it, but no. See, because that's the thing you have to process. NFL players make a lot of money. They get a lot of money. But what do they do with the money? What do they do with the money? And you heard him just then. You heard him ask him, well, so what'd you do? You spent like $60,000 on a ring and a wallet piece, whatever he said. I can't quite recall. But it was things, right? $60,000. $60,000. Then he did the math and took the $60,000 and put it into the S&P 500. S&P 500 would have made $100,000, and that's like, what? Right? And that's my thing. That's my thing, the S&P 500, because the S&P 500, I've explained it before. And let me just explain it very quickly. The S&P 500 is it's a tsunami. It's a tsunami, right? Like it's a tsunami because it's all these companies in a big basket, right? You got all these companies in a big basket. And they're the best of the best of the best companies in the United States. The best now. The best. You got companies like McDonald's, like Home Depot, like the best of the best. They have like they have to have at least $40 million. That's how much they have to have. Minimum. The minimum. And you get access to the whole basket of all these companies, these 500 companies, the top tier companies of the United States, the 500 of them, right? And so it gives you, it can range. It range from, well, we can range whatever, but it's on average, it gives around 10% historically. Now past, there's a phrase I got to get here, but previous experience does not denote future experience. I have to say that, but it is returned about 10%, And so you have your money here. You put your money in the S&P 500. All you gotta do is put your money here. You can put $1. You can put $1 in here, and then you can just watch it grow. And you're like, what? It's growing already? Yeah, it's growing already. So anyway, that's what he showed him. That's what he showed him. Oh wait, what's happening now? What's happening with the let me get rid of the let's just go over to here. Use the tab instead. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. Okay, so anyway, so anyway, I remember laughing out loud when I first saw this show at Ross explaining the S&P 500, because the football player was like, now a football player is very savvy about the plays, and that's things that we wouldn't have heard of, right? We wouldn't have heard of them. But anyway, I just remembered something. Something just floated up into my head. I'm gonna have to tell it now. So one day in my mom's house, there was a backpack on the fence in front of my mom's house. So the fence is fat, and there's a backpack on top of it. And so I picked up the backpack, and there were football plays in it, and I didn't know what was going on. And so what I'm saying is that the plays in these books were complicated. They were like all the words and technical whatever, they were serious. And anyway, it was a freshman package for someone who knew these plays. So sidebar, let me finish the story. So I looked online, I Googled him, I found out the guy's name, and then I hit him up and said, hey man, did you lose your bag? He said, yeah man, definitely lost it. Hope you can help me out. So I met him somewhere and I exchanged his bag, and he was like, yeah man, thanks so much. And so, he was very thankful for his backpack that had all these terms in it, right? And that memory just floated up in my subconscious, right? So anyway, those strategies are something that you have to study. You really do have to study. I've seen them plays now. You got to study. They're not just random plays. They are very specific. And so the guy in the film was talking about the things that he knows, but he doesn't know anything about S&P 500. And in the first episode where they speak about it, Ross just telling me like, yeah, S&P 500, blah, 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 blah. And the guy said, wait a minute, S&P what? 500, what is that? And then he has to explain it. It's like, oh, right, I have to explain it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. It is the one stock you need to know. I mean, explore this with your financial advisor, talk to your people. But to me, it is the one stock you need. The one stock you need. Because I bought a bunch of different stocks. I bought this and this and this and this and this. And I bought a bunch of different stocks. I had stocks all over the place. But then when I developed them all into one stock, into S&P 500, woo, that changed my life. Changed my life. So anyway, Tiffany Aliche and Ross, what's his name? Ross Mack. Ross Mack are two people who are doing the same thing that I am doing. And that just tickled me all weekend. I was looking at them all weekend. And I was like, these people are doing what I'm doing. They're doing what I'm doing. And I got prices. So one of them was charging 30 minutes, well, was charging for 30 minutes, $300 for 30 minutes. And I was like, I'm charging 60 for a half hour. I said, what? So it gives me a sense of structure. Gives me a sense of structure. So I'm gonna reach out to both. Oh, I did. Did I? I think I reached out to both of them because I want to see if I can get one of them to talk to me on my birthday tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday, and see if I can't get them involved because I need to become students of theirs. I need to become students of theirs and really give myself over to talking about money the way Tiffany Aliche did. The way, I mean, she was just trying to figure out how she's going to get past losing $20,000. I mean, that is a huge loss, right? And to focus on getting past that and to get everything else in order, that's me. That's me because of my stroke. And because of my stroke, I had to really think about money in a different kind of way. Really, because you think you're doing fine with money, but until you've studied money, until you really studied money, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. I'm sorry to tell you, but you don't know what you're doing because there's so many things I've discovered about money in this past 2.5 years since my stroke. It's incredible. And there's this quote I want to remember. The quote, I can't quite remember the quote, so I'll paraphrase. So the quote is basically like, the more you read, the more you have to learn. Right? The more you read, the more you have to learn. I know I messed it up, but that's basically what it is. It's like the more you study, the greater there is expanses of studying. You know, like I was watching, who were we watching? Bill Gates. We're watching Bill Gates. And we know him as Microsoft, etc. But he's doing so much with everything, right? Like everything in the world. And he's just tackling larger and larger problems. And that just really excites me. You know, I'm not sure why I just brought that up, but I just wanted to mention that there can be something you can do outside of what you're originally known for. Outside of what you're originally known for. You can learn other things. And so, yeah. So anyway, I am going to be chasing after Tiffany and Ross. Those are two ones at the top of my finder. And I want to find them. So what you're going to see sometime in the future is me and Tiffany and Ross on a panel together. That's what you're going to see. I'm saying it now. That's what you're going to see. I'm manifesting it now. So yeah, Ashe. All right, folks. So that's it. Let me check my comments. See if there's anything else. Let's see. Incredible. This is inspiring. It's easy to quit, to give up. but slow and steady will get you to where you want to go. I'm so inspired. And if you're talking about Tiffany, listen, the $20,000 took her out. It took her out. Now she's honest about this. She moved back home. She moved into her middle school room, like not even the big suite that she stayed in high school, like not even that, a small room. And she stopped speaking to her friends because she was embarrassed. And yeah, she was not doing well. She was not doing well. One of her friends, when she finally got in touch, one of her friends finally got in touch with her, and she finally told her friend what was happening, and her friend started laughing. Her friend started laughing. She's like, "Is that all? We all got financial problems. We all got financial problems," and just laughed. And she was like, "Oh, okay, all right. Well, let me figure out how to dig my way out of this." And she started studying money. She started studying money, just like I started studying money after I came out of my stroke. I was like, wait a minute now, this is way too much money that's being charged me. I got to figure out money. And so that's how we both came to study money. Ashe. Let's see what else is here. Okay. All right. So yeah. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I didn't do any do I have time? No, it's 10 o'clock. So I didn't do any money stuff because I'm still saving myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm still not betting because I am filled, even though it's about something else, it's about Tiffany and Ross, I'm still filled. So I gotta wait until I settle down before I attack the markets. And that's an important thing for you to realize, that if you get hyped about something else, if you're off brand about something else, off kilter, you need to bring it down. Because that off kilterness will cause you to do things that you wouldn't typically do. All right, folks. Thanks for checking me out. And I will see you tomorrow, where I hopefully will be speaking about some money. And yeah, and remember that now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. I'll see you later.